There and welcome back to part two of the drawing tutorial of this painting by Jean Baptiste. He's got a long name. In fact, his name ends with another surname. But anyway, Jean Baptiste short. And then this was the painting that he drew. Well, he painted, and we're trying to get the essence of this painting into our own drawing canvas here. So left hand side is our own drawing canvas and the right side is his painting. So if you've been on part two, if you have not, please go to part one. If you've not done part one, please go to part one to see how this was created. And this was done with this brush size line brush, 60% density settings, and with the 3.7 was the small brush size that I'm using to go over it again. So I start with the broad brush to pick out the colors, and the colors are easily picked. I don't want to repeat if I can help it. What I do is basically color picker and then just simply color picker, simply picking out these colors that exist. Yeah. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue the same path. And the reason for doing this is that you're now beginning to acknowledge the fact that a painting comprises of tones and values. And to be honest with you, values adds a bit of complexity to the meaning of tones. So ignore values for now and just think about tones, right? So for example, let me show you with the, if this is a blue color for a sky, you say, right? So tones are here. This is one tone. Look at the bottom right changed. That's a tone of blue. That's another deep dark blue, dark, very dark blue, right? So these are all variations of tones of the blue color. And similarly, red tones. There's a good reason why this is on the actual drawing canvas. So you'll see that practically all my time is spent on drawing rather than picking out digital tools like most others. So this is the approach that I use to making digital art, and many people do not use this approach because they're so used to using tools for doing everything. And that's a shame, because when you use tools, your artwork will always become will always be defined as digital artwork, and that's probably one of the reasons why many of the traditional artists has a bad impression of digital art. They think it needs to look digital. I mean, if you look at my paintings, there's no way. It's very hard for you to tell me whether this was done digitally. This was actually done on the phone, this very phone that I'm using. And you can see many examples of that. So this is exactly the method I'm showing you right now. So stay tuned and we'll finish this drawing. But let me show you a few other resources. So the other resource is Paintology.com, because this is only for newcomers. Go straight to that button on there, Daily Step By, and then you'll bookmark this page, which has all the upcoming tutorials, live tutorial, including all the ones I've done. It goes back very far back because I do it daily. And trust me, by doing it daily, I've learned a lot. These are the 2 daily live YouTube streams that you can go, and you'll see plenty of drawings, probably well over 150 of them. And you can see that each time I make a drawing each day, I have a completed drawing. This is Rembrandt, self-portrait in black and white. This one's Pissarro. So I've been doing the Grand Masters, as you can tell. The Unforgettable Sunflowers. And of course, Picasso, right? This is Monet. You'd be surprised how I managed to do that, right? You're thinking, what kind of brush does he use? That shows that you are subservient to the brush. This was created with one line brush and zooming in and then creating the effects. So brushes are not the way to, if you think the tools, every tool should be given to you, then you're not learning really. You're actually letting the tools do the work for you rather than you using the tools to do your work. This is the Constable's Salisbury. He made a number of these Salisbury Cathedral paintings. He must have liked the scenery in there. Salisbury Cathedral by the river, and this is his. And I actually did that freehand, so you can watch it. Many drawings. Some Mona Lisa I showed you, and this was one, just a simple one of a woman with wearing a red hat to show the tonal. See the tonal variations on the skin. You'd think this was done by hand. You'd never think that this was done digitally. So those of traditional artists who've come to this, you've come to the right place, because now you can really empower your traditional art techniques to the digital medium. You just have to know a few things. And that's how I transitioned from traditional to digital. So that's one resource. So please bookmark that. But another one I would encourage you to go to is they call Paintology.Quora.com. I'm a very active user there. I've answered over 1,500 questions related to art. And so you can, so these are, this one, if you follow me, you'll see hundreds of digital drawings. So if you still think that this is all a joke or something, then go through all of this. Go to the video and you'll see for yourself. It's a realistic one I did. Can you see how good that is? Well, I know I'm blowing my trumpet, but I have to pat myself sometimes on the back. I mean, even though a lot of you say awesome things about my artwork, I really appreciate more constructive criticism. Like, for example, I tried it and it was fun, or I couldn't get this done. Can you show me how? Then I would be happy to help you out. Okay, so here, this one, this is a horse. Can you see that on the phone? That's lovely, isn't it? It's amazing how much skills you can pick up just by doing that. So, again, paintology.quora.com. Please do follow me there. Very helpful. Give me all the support. Nothing is paid. Everything is free. The app is free. The app you download from here. Show. Type in Paintology, and then you'll see it there. This is the app. See? All the great drawings here, all freehand. I think all of them are freehand except this one. Zebra's freehand, this one freehand, this one block coloring. This is much yellow emerald drawing that I did in digital freehand. So, you can have all these fun. So please do go through this. If you're looking for shortcuts, then this is probably not for you. Shortcuts to quick, the world we live in is a lot of shortcuts, quick fixes, and it's a bit sad because it doesn't allow you to take any skill any further than the very early stage. So if you're here to learn and to see the rewards of painting and drawing, then you've come to the right place. And if you feel that it was a big obstacle when you were young, this is probably a right time for you to learn. And also traditional artists who have a different perception of what digital art is, too technical or too, that's also going to be dismissed with the way I show you on this drawing, okay? So that's enough of the early. So let's head back and see what I was doing. I was doing something with a purpose in mind, and that is to get bulk of these colors. See, if I go to the complete right, that's the original reference image of the Jean Baptiste painting of the wagon on the I think it's called the fields, wagons on the fields. I don't know. So what we're doing is we're basically the whole idea of the Grandmaster Sir is to get the essence of it. You saw me earlier showing you to get the essence of this drawing. Now we can see we're going to use this. You can go back and forth. Oh, excuse me, please. You can go back and forth from your image, your drawing, to the reference. So this is how we're going to try and do it. I'm trying a different approach here. So now you see this. You can immediately focus your eyes on one particular area and then just see where the additions need. All right. See that? I can see here, when I'm putting my eyes here, that I can see here that this area needs. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to pick this color. See how I'm picking out tones? Adding that. And then I can see a beautiful horizon there. Blue. And this brush is quite thick, so I might reduce it a little bit. 2.2%, okay? Let's see what we have here. Okay, so just go like that. Can you also see here that we got the right gray, but with the bits of the fields here that we need to get the color. So I'm using the color picker to get the color picker of the reference image when I'm completely to the right, okay? You can't tell me that this is not traditional way of painting. If you think it's still technical, then you still need to work on the basics. Basics I mean by learning to draw, learning to use the basic tools. Those of you, some of you will probably get this right away. See what I'm doing? I'm trying to transfer some of these tones that are appearing into the there. This is all designed with this in mind. Here you can see here. There. Then I just use these colors. See how I'm doing it? I'm adopting a different approach to what I would typically do. Here you can see we're trying to get these exact colors and shape and form and transferring them. Let's see that tree there, we can capture that now if we want to. Why not? Nothing to stop you. Right there. You can start building up this painting just like a real traditional painting, right? But then we have that beautiful, powerful digital tool of the color picker and the trace mode combined. And that's the reason why I built Paintology. It gave you that power. See that beautiful brown color? You can build that like a wall, isn't it? You'd be surprised at how quickly you can get details out. You think it's going to take you a long time. Look, it's just shown the remnants of that building, so we know. Artists knew that how they can pull off. And it's got this little spots of color, and then it's got this white color. We don't know what that is, but let the eyes, let the imagination do the work, right? There. So just know how you're doing. Again, very easy. So I'm picking the color when I'm all the way to the reference image. Then I'm coming to my drawing, back to my drawing with the flick of that button, and I can see what I'm putting down. Yeah, so just similar in tones. That's what I'm doing. I'm not doing the exact detail, just putting down the tones. Yeah, yeah, the tones that was supposed to be intended. There. And then you think that you got the very light tone, but that's only because the adjacent tones are darker. So it's got a feel going on there, which is fine. Different gradients of color, and we'll just add that. So darker tone coming here. Okay. There. Third and a little darker tone coming here. And then some, you could use this cross hatching as well, like this. Right there. Just getting the shape and the tonal colors of it. Right? So we used a broad brush before when we laid down the, look at that lovely green, luscious green it's got there going on. And we can just follow this green to wherever. And this all makes up for the whole wonderful composition. Right there, just keep doing that. And then you can see it's added a little bit of a patch there, and we'll do the same thing. Very light green of some kind of a patchy riverbank here. Not a riverbank, but probably a water patch there. That's what we're doing. This is sort of partially drawing and painting as well, isn't it? If you think about it. Right. Let's see what we got. See, we're actually getting part of the house there. See it? Actually doing quite well, isn't it? Now let's try and okay, I'm going to save this and then open it up again. Okay, so let's, what do you think? What do you want to do? Do you want to do the truck, then form that? Because I think I want to do the tree, the left tree, because that's more remarkable, right? So we've kept a midpoint here. Do you see that? Means that we can see the reference image while we pick up the color tone. So then we don't have to keep switching back and forth, right? This is all designed to help you learn. There's no point doing art if you haven't learned the basic skills. And then some of you will think, well, the digital tools was all I need. No, not really, because you're ignoring our techniques the way I'm using it. But if you want to use digital tools, by all means. But this would not be the best place for you to get all the digital tools, because it's designed for you to learn techniques like the real masters. But if you want to draw animation, illustration, by all means, use the other apps. They're probably better for you. But if you're learning fine art, if you come from a traditional background and a bit reluctant to move to digital, this is probably for you. Okay, see, I'm using the exact tones, and just even this 2.1 is, but let's put down the basis of the tree first, okay? And then we'll probably do the wagon. Sounds like something from the West, how the West was conquered. So don't go anything beyond, because see, it's quite big brush. So compared to what we have here, right? You can see that. So you're really picking up on your understanding of tones by doing this. Just going over it again to make sure I've captured some of these. See the areas where I haven't actually put down and do that. Just picking up the colors local down, adding more dimensions to the colors. Realism is all about colors. Just need to understand that. Okay, see how we got that tree? It's wonderful, isn't it? Now, let's focus on this truck of ours. No wagon, so this one. So we may need to switch back and forth. But before you do that, let's get the form and shape right here. Let's get this, the black. Let's get the elements of the dark so we know where the wagon is, right? Let's just do a scribble and get the right, this is all you need to get the right tones that are happening here relative to the wagon. And then you'll get to sort of the right sort of shape, because we're basically just picking out these little miniature tones that was made by when you made this painting, right? So by doing this, we're actually getting the form and shape. You'll see how a little bit of scribbling actually brings out the colors and gives the shape you're looking for in order to do an accurate, more of an accurate rendition of what was intended, right? And then maybe we'll go to here. Well, you'll see what I'm showing you. See, now there's this wagon is almost practically born, isn't it? This is practically being born, but before we do that, just do the same thing. Wow, I don't know what that is, but that wasn't the color that we did initially with the broad. So whatever it is fine. Just keep it tight and local, okay? And then we're going to correct it using the wider you can see it's the black art that's being made, so I'm emphasizing that. See how your knowledge of tones gets really acute when you draw like this. And that's actually what gives you the skills to draw freehand, you know, and make photorealistic drawing even on the phone. Let's see what we got. That is an improvement. It looks like something that's what's meant to be, right? So that we can keep improving it, couldn't we? But let's not just do that. Let's just put those trees, this beautiful trees. But before we do that, let's save it. Save, and then let's go back home. Yeah, so what we're going to do is going to keep working this way. Now I'm going to refine the areas that we haven't before I switch to a smaller brush. Right, okay, that's what I'm doing. This really helps you two things: improve your drawing strokes and understand tones at a very intimate level, tones which are fundamental to painting, right? Because we haven't got all the time in the world, doing this drawing in 2 hours. How many places do you see where they actually show you a whole painting in 2 hours? Let's speed it up. Nobody, I don't think anyone does live. If you do, please put a link in the description. By doing this, I'm applying the tones that Baptiste had in his original. And I'm not too worried about the detail. I'm just getting the gist of the shape, the colors, confining it. So I was at first worried about tiny subtle branches, but then I realized this is all an illusion. Painting is an illusion of form and shape, and this post-impressionistic painting is no different. So let's just go here, just put down these basic colors. The bigger brush, don't be afraid, and don't get too, ooh, done this wrong, and all that. Just lay it down, feel your way through this. This is a, think of this as, think of this painting as, this method of painting as paint by numbers, but supercharged on steroids, paint by numbers on steroids. I can do work at this speed because I've done enough drawings to build up this speed. It doesn't come right away, and if it doesn't come right away and you think you should give up, then naturally you're not going to learn anything. And that's what actually happens in reality. People who give up easily haven't got much to show for in terms of skills. If they're content with life, let them be, right? These are for people who really want to learn impassioned. Let's have a look. Did we do anything? We're getting close to that tree, isn't it? It's going to take a bit of time, so let's have a quick 5 minutes break, and then we'll just carry on this wonderful journey of this art creation, yeah? We'll do the trees, and then we'll find ways to make it even more close to this wonderful. Right, we've got some ways to go, so I may step over 15 to half an hour afterwards. So let's have a good 5 minutes break, yeah? 5, 6 minutes break. So I'll see you shortly. Thank you. Hello, hello there, and welcome back. And we will be continuing this drawing session. As you can see, I've been using a different approach to this drawing. If you already know my methods to drawing and painting, so we've been basically trying to have a different approach. And I'm a bit of an experimentalist. The reason why I can perhaps push some things. So let's carry on using this brush we've got, and then lay down the foundational colors, and then we'll get the smaller twigs that you're thinking, we'll get there towards the end, okay? But first, let's try and embody more of the colors that are happening here, and that's all it is color picker, and then just adding another volume of colors to this, okay? That's all we're doing. Make sure you get the majority colors. It's a guess. So whatever you land on will be the colors that you. So make sure it's not one of the branches. So let's clear some of this. You can see what that looks like. You can see here. Didn't have this mark came in. So I'm going to do a bit of this, and I may move to a different settings to get the effects I'm looking for. But let's just carry on and see how far we get with this. Okay, just essentially all I'm doing is just picking up these broad set of colors. It's a bit too harsh, I think. You know, I might have to change it down a bit, the density setting. And that's what I'm thinking of right now. But let's get as far as we can. Okay, let's see where we are. That is not bad, although you can see here there is that dark patch on this tree that's not working. So it's a bit lighter, so let's lighten this up. So let's now swing all the way. Okay, see this color, right? So look beyond just the branches. Look beyond, right? See what's actually going on. I'm not worried about the branches. I'm just worried about the essence. This is what the essence. And then we could change it up. There. Yeah, I've got that right shape there. Don't be afraid to experiment. This is what separates you from just look at that, what's going on. Do the same thing. You know, you want to learn as much, and you want to learn these techniques. And so if you want to learn techniques, you got to really be open. You've got to have these skills of drawing fast so you can get to where you want to go more quicker. Look at this here. See that complete swing he does. Not the white color. And then he brings this cloud setting right down there. That's more beginning to shape up to be what he probably wanted. Now, let's go to the second tree. Let's save this. I have to save it's a prototype app that my developer has tasked me to, because we're bringing out new releases all the time. So let's look at this part of the tree. Look at that. It's such a dark. And then let's shape that. Right? It's not quite dark here. So let's just shape it. These colors. It's got some of this blue here. So that's a lovely thing going on there. And a white patch. Then a darker patch here. But then he has this patch here. Get rid of that globules. Look how he carries this just with the figment of the colors. He just carries these colors all the way up. Right? We don't know if it's part of the tree or not, or part of the sky, but yet does it with such. And then we want to do the same, carry it. So this. these beautiful white patches going. Here is this. He sort of somehow managed to, the tree, that was what I was amazed about the tree that he did. Somehow managed to merge the tree with the sky. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're getting that effect, isn't it? Should we change our direction? Because we're going to definitely go over. We change our direction back to our humble. So let's take this now again, 1.26%. And then let's look at our drawing. And then look at this. Okay. Then we may need to change our, because it may be too dense. So we might need to change it. Let me bring it down to 46. Let's get this color. Take it up a bit, 50. And we have let's actually bring it down back again. Don't ask me why. I have to go into a long elaborate. It's just sometimes just my intuition tells me I gotta do this. It's drawing, you know, for enough times to know that. Look at this dark here. So you want to capture that dark. It's even got that light mark there to show, give it boundary. I've noticed artists do that. They use that contrast to give it more oomph to the man-made shape. Look at that. This is the actual wheel. We can change and make it lighter by using this. We don't get it light enough. That's it. Because that needs to be. And he's got this wooden patch. That gives it more shape. This dark, so definitely dark goes with it. See how I'm actually building up. This is actually improving your drawing. I'm pretty good at drawing, so see that? This is like the main. That's like almost like something that goes towards the cart. Then he's got something going on there, and then very light color, so we need to do that, and then a darker color here, then all the time we're building up the shape of that wagon, yeah? See these colors? They're a bit lighter, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, and then here, don't know what he's got there. Probably some goods. And then here, and then this is a bit lighter color. Let's pick that light color. Alright, and then here, where's he got? Some dark patches going on here. We don't know what that is. We don't really care. We just want to lay down this. And it's got this here going on. Here is just a quick way creating shapes. So that's something else going on here. A brown color. It's got this light color there. This color that just goes here, then here, and it's got this brown going on here. Okay, I'm going really quickly, and obviously, look at that. It almost looks like a face, isn't it? Wow. Isn't that freaky? I don't know if he intended to create that. Let's go around it so we know where it is. I think that's part of the horse. Yeah. See, it's all just illusion. You think that looks like a horse, but just the shape. That's all it is. The shape. Just keeping midpoint so I can just try and capture. So not even keeping a midpoint. Capture that brown, put it there. Don't know what that is exactly. Let's see what we have here. What is that? Looks like a field. And then it's got that ledge. What's this ledge? Is the ledge or part of the cart? Okay. Let's see if we manage to create. Good. Amazing. We managed to create something similar. Isn't it amazing? Huh? Just a little bit of work. It gives the impression of something going on, right? And let's carry on. Just use these colors laid down. Then lay these colors down. Okay, that's it. And you can of course change the brush if you like. And you know what? I've got great texture effect. Maybe I will increase it because it's such a broad set of colors, you know. I can use this effect. Okay. And let's see if we can. Let's see if we've got the shape. I think we have, isn't it? I think that's done. Let's go here. That's a bit of a patch here. Just draw that. So honestly, when people say digital art is not art at all, they should come and watch what I'm doing here. What do you think I'm doing? You think I'm getting a robot to do my work? I don't know what they're talking about. That's the problem, is that these people are false. Wants people to believe them, and they're false. They claim they know what they're talking about, they don't. And people ignorantly believe them. Just create the illusion. We're now going front of the just adding another volume of color on top already, okay? You get a feel for these colors when you actually do it. Then you'll know what's going to work. Like I get a feeling that when I put something down like this, oh, that's working. Other times I don't, and then I just keep going. This is very different to what I'm used to painting. We're going like a 10 minutes over, but I'm sure you want to see the whole thing at the end, right? Just like I do, right? Just bring them up. Look, I've captured some of the reflected lights. They are a master of light creation, honestly. And I'm going to do what Baptiste wanted to do here, capture that green. There. Well, that's looking pretty good. It's getting better and better each time we do it. I can see we have to do a little bit of that, the same trickery we used here. So you can see here, There's no magical quality to it. I hope I've dispelled your thinking that this is not someone as a born talent. Anyone can pick this up. That's adding another layer, okay? And then we can see here all these wonderful colors. Let's increase the density a little bit so we get the colors more quicker. It's got a little bit of a marshiness going on here, sort of a marshland. It's done a good job of it. And then we just want to capture that marshy land. And we could go here, get some of that black. It's worth going over, don't you think? Time constraint. Because this is a wonderful, as you get and do more of it, you realize what his mindset was when he created this. I'm beginning to think it's a little harsh. Okay, then what have we got here? And I'm going to try and get rid of these marks. These lighter marks shouldn't be there. Pick a different color from a palette if you want to, right? Pick a different color. Why not? Got the whole color choice under our fingertips. See that? He meant a little bit of a plain structure, and we'll try and give him that. What's going on here? Some of that green. What's going on here? And then around the bark of that tree, it's a bit light, and then a little bit darker. Is that the dark where it's supposed to be? Adding another dimensional color, right? Giving it more depth. Okay. Oh, so much better, isn't it? You gotta agree, we got that down to a T almost. Now we're gonna work our way up. To do that, I'm gonna carry on. But let's take a quick few minutes break. Yeah, I think we're making really good progress. Let's see how many of you guys are on there. Oh, some of you have lost patience. That's all right. Okay, you may probably come back to it. Anyway, just a quick few minutes, all right? Thanks. Hello there. Welcome back. So as you can see, this is our drawing, would you believe? See, with a little bit of thought and effort, this is our drawing. And this is Jean Baptiste. See, we can go back and improve, obviously, but we've still got a bit more to do. So you'd agree that this is time well spent because the result will be pretty good. And it will have a good feeling of Jean Baptiste, in this painting. So let's now continue building these trees, which we haven't got down to yet. So you can see that, compare the painting reference to what we have. Jean Baptiste, hours reference, hours reference, hours. So reference hours, reference hours, reference hours. No, reference hours, reference hours. You can see this beautiful way of painting allows you to develop these form and shape that you couldn't do by freehand. Don't listen to all these people who tell you that you shouldn't be used to trace. These are the same people who give the advice to a 100-meter runner to go up and down the track as many times as you can and do that every day. And you know how ridiculous that is. So I like using that example. So let's see what we're going to do. How are we going to capture these wonderful. I mean, capture some of it. So we need to really take our brush size down and let's see if we can capture this. We did. Somehow we did manage to, right? But it's still bigger than we'd imagined. So I'm just going to go back and forth, pick the colors, back and forth, pick the colors, just, and then I may even increase the thing. It depends. So I'm just trying to get these branches, right? And then this is the beauty of nature. Remember I told you earlier that you don't need to be exact. That's why I love drawing nature. Right there. And he used a combination of this. He didn't make these branches pronounced. It was a deliberate attempt to keep it subdued. Yeah? Remember, this is a post-impressionistic painter who is creating the essence. At the same time, I'm going to correct these areas. So let me bring it down about 40%. Why not? I don't want to make it look too bold. You know my meaning. Right there. Just want to get this tree out the way. Look at the dark areas here. And we can pick even a darker color. Why not go where the dark is, okay? He's using this very wisely. These colors. Right. Just put down the dark elements wherever you see it. Doesn't have to be exact. Giving it volume and shape. He wants to do as little at the same time making sure it depicts what he wants it to depict, right? Let's see where he is on there. Let's get this color. Okay, wherever you see it, just follow this what he's showing. Look at that, the brown color. If you're not getting these colors, see it's even smaller. See how far you've gone down to. Right. Look, all the way. Let's get this. Look at that. Right. Just very subtle. And then he's got this wonderful. Maybe we can increase that. And then, if you're not getting the colors, just pick it from the color palette. Don't worry about that. Just illusion. It's a bit too harsh, perhaps, but we can see what it looks like. You understand when it gets a little too harsh for the painting. Harsh meaning it's a little too dense. It's going to look odd relative to the rest of the. Let's see. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here, and it's a little darker. Remember, I'm pretty good at landscapes, so I'm adding my own experience to some of this. Let's see what we have. It's not bad, is it? Yeah, so we can go to the side. See all these lovely warm patches. Let's go, we'll try and do that at the end. You see these? Like almost like bird's nest, isn't it? Could increase it a little bit. So for the sake of time as well, we might need to, I might need to just go over and clean it up myself. Right, we'll do that. What do you say? You brave enough to work on your drawing entirely? I think I am. Don't know about you guys. But we won't depart too far out from what Jean Baptiste wanted in this painting. Okay, let's look. I think that's looking good. I'm not too happy with this because you know what's going on with that. But yep, you got it. That's the sky, isn't it? So if you can have a sky, it's going to look natural, isn't it? All right, and then let this flow through here. Okay, now we haven't done this one, so we're just gonna go, don't worry, I'm not gonna go into venturing into do something different. I might bring it down 30%. Okay, go on. You can increase a little bit the density, right? Okay. Remember, we're creating the same effect, same illusion, what Jean Baptiste wanted us. He's got a little tree here as well. Look at that. Okay. Just fill that up, wherever you are. All right, let's have a look. The colors here we can pick and then say just the crisscross shape, right? Let's just do the crisscross shape. Look at that. Look at that. It's almost like saying reaching out to the other tree, right? Here, come and get me. Let's hold hands. Try different things. Don't be, you see he flowed in there. Get the impression that the same impressionistic that he wanted. See, I'm using the same tones there. And he had these. Let's increase that. These dark. It's actually a bit too big. Adding another volume to the whole thing. I'm trying to see, it's trying to keep it similar without departing too far away. Don't want to depart too far away. This is a grandmaster painting that we're trying to replicate, and so we shouldn't depart too far out. I think I'm okay with that. What do you think? Yeah. Oh wow, we passed a long time. We did a long one on this. Let's fix this. Let's fix this color here. Let's take it down 30%, 4%. Now I'm gonna show you a trick which is really good, and you'll be like mesmerized. I'm gonna blend this. blend the whole sky. You think the sky is getting to me. It's no way. Not get this blended. So we're now bringing in, see that? How this beautifully blends. Pick the color, just blend it. Because we're at a lower setting, we can make this blend. Yeah? Look at that here. Look, it's practically one. Some of you might notice that, and then I'm gonna, for those of you real fan of Jean Baptiste, maybe one of you will come and give me a commission for a painting similar to Jean Baptiste. Now look, I'm going to do the blending. You'll be amazed how I do the blending. Get shocked. Be prepared to get shocked. See how it blends the sky. The sky's going to look blended beautifully. Very little effort. You thought got so much work to do. Quite mistaken. But I'm going to blend this beautiful sky. Look at it now. Look at it now, and look how I'm going to blend it to perfection without even looking at Jean Baptiste's painting. But we got the essence of it, isn't it? Let's carry his dark color. This is the beauty of digital. Man, you have no idea what digital, the power of digital medium. I can blend clouds better than Jean Baptiste can. And you're thinking, that's a bit arrogant. Well, just watch. Just watch. You're going to eat your words. Just keep watching. Clouds have been the most difficult topic. I've got a number of cloud tutorials that you can watch. Let's capture that, the white, yeah? Just like as we meant it. See how it's coming together? Isn't that wonderful? All right, don't you think? And look how we're going to blend this. Look at that, beautiful. Oh, what a way to finish this painting, eh? What would you say? If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and please do offer your feedback. I don't just want a pat on the back. I want you to come and tell me I did this. That was just superb. Feeling with sensation. You know, that's what I want to hear. But if you think that I can't do this cloud, watch me make this cloud even better than what it is. See that? There. You're thinking, where planet is he from? Which planet? So, told you I could make his clouds better than he could. There you are. Okay, it may have been good at the trees and the land, but sorry, mate. The cloud is mine. That's mine. You need to come to me for that. Cloud is my forte. See, I left the best to the last. That just goes to show, isn't it? What do you think? What you can do with digital, right? I hope I've really shown you the power. Look at this blue. We're going to capture that blue, man. Don't go over that blue. That's a beautiful blue. Look at that, even those clouds there. And that house, we don't have to do anything to that. Let's see where we are. Well, I don't know about you. I'm happy with that. You might want to increase that a little bit, okay? That's so we do that. Experiment with it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to experiment. Curly strokes. And then here, curly strokes. And then you've got a storm coming, isn't it? Take some of that blue. Let's mix it up with that, you know? Take it down. Because the darker it is, the more densities, lower density setting you want, yeah? Alrighty. I'm happy with that. What do you think? Oops. Yeah, I think we got it right. So I'm going to stop there. Wow, that was a marathon session. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. All the line brush. Did we venture out to anything else? No. Just the line brush, just to show you what is possible. The power of digital. It's not about tools. You're going to become a master of these tools. Most of my time is spent drawing, isn't it? Any traditional artist will love this. They're gonna dispel the myth that digital drawing is not technical. Do you see me? Look, this is our painting. This is Jean Baptiste. Our painting looks pretty good on the phone for a 2-hour session, right? Just probably about 2 hours. Yeah, 2-hour session, I would say. Oh, because of the breaks and the introduction, taking that into account. So let me close this off with my signature. Ooh, what is that color? That's so dense, isn't it? Take it down. Paintology. There it is. Paintology. I hope people will know that. And so please subscribe and follow me, and also keep me supported, and hope you are able to make these tutorials are becoming handy. Otherwise, I'm finding that the tutorials are just for me and my daughter as well. And I don't know if it's helping you guys. So if you are doing it, post it in community, and also, send a link in the description of what you've done. Anything. and this is to show you how easy you can do it. I don't expect you to do it at this speed that I do it at, but I expect the methods to be very simple for you to economize on and run with it. So these are for people who are passionate about art and wants to improve their artwork. So this was the Grandmaster painting of Jean Baptiste, Wagon on the Fields. So I'll see you again next time, and thank you for watching. Bye for now.